I asked the question and then I'm not looking at the chat right now. I'm trying to get this thing sorted. But welcome again to everybody. My name is Alethea. For those of you who don't know me, okay, awesome. And this time I came with my slides because I know Jessica came prepared last week. So I was like, I have to step my game up and I have to have my slides as well so I can look as professional as Jessica. So thank you, Jessica, for helping me to step my game up. And it took me so many hours to come up with these slides. And then I showed them to my daughter and I'm like, hey, do these look good? And she was like, well, I know that the slides are not supposed to have a lot of information on it, but it looks plain. But it's okay. I'm fine with my plain slides. One day I'll take a course maybe. But today we're going to be talking about compound interest, and we're going to be talking about prop firms. I'm going to do the compound interest portion, and Jessica is going to be talking about prop firms. And if you don't know what compound interest is, by the end of the call, you will know. Maybe you've heard about it, but you don't really understand it really. You will understand it at the end. If you have heard of prop firms but haven't been too sure on what it is, you will get that clarity. If you never heard about it, welcome, and you're welcome. All right, so let me
Excuse
go.
me, sorry for the interruption, Ms. Barton. I'm being told that there are some people in the waiting room that are still waiting to be let in.
I definitely don't have anybody in the waiting room. They
Okay.
must have the wrong. Okay,
Okay.
now I see 3 people entered. Okay, okay, okay. Like right as you said it, they popped up. But let me go ahead and make you um a co-host, and I need to make Jessica one as well. Wait. Ooh, where's Jessica? Okay, there we go. All right. Okay. So yeah, I had to find you, the alphabet. You don't have to know your ABCs or your 1, 2, 3s to be successful in life. So there. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and start sharing my screen. Welcome to the call, Khadija. Let's see. Okay. So here are my awesome slides that I said I created. So Rain on the Charts and Jessica Reyes on December 15th, $50 to 10 bands. How $50 and the right system can revolutionize your finances, right? So what is it that we do? What's the habit? What's the system that we have? And this can be interactive, as I said. I'm not going to be able to read the chat, so feel free to come off mute and just tell me as I'm asking questions, right? So here I put a few examples of what we do, and this is coming from our parents, their parents, their parents. So 3 generations back, our great grand, all the way up to our parents. They have stuff in a safe, or another kind of safe is the mattress, stuffing stuff under the mattress. There's the checking or savings account, etc. That's what we do, the everyday person out there. But what do the different financial institutions do, and the governments and the hedge funds? What do they do? They invest in the global economy. right? And invest, you're like, okay, yeah, they invest. Well, where are they getting the money from? Do you know where they get their money from? If you know where they get their money from, drop some twos in the chat. If you don't know, drop some sevens in the chat. Right? So some of you know, but others of you don't know. So I'm just going to say, so when we put our money in, like say life insurance policies, or we put our money in the checking or savings account, or mortgages, or any way that they get their hands on our money, we pay our taxes, the government get their hands on our money, they're getting the money from us. And when they get the money, that's the money that they take and they invest it in the global economy. And you may think, well, I don't have that much money in, but it's not just you, it's all of us. So they have hundreds of thousands of millions of dollars because of us, that they're able to invest in this global economy and make millions and billions and trillions of dollars. But the next question is, what is the global economy? Now, I used to work very closely with a financial services company, and I used to do presentations just like I'm doing right now. And I was always talking about the global economy, but I really had no idea what the global economy was. I was just speaking with conviction about it. And then, over time, I started to learn what it actually was. And there are three major markets that comprise this global economy. First one I'll talk about is the stocks and indices market. Now, the stock market is the oldest financial market, and that's the one that most of us are familiar with. The New York Stock Exchange comes to mind. They have the movie Wolf of Wall Street. So that's just what you think of. And me being a New Yorker, that's definitely what I think of. But they have so many different exchanges all around the world. The world does not revolve around New York, uh, as I thought. But yes, the next market is the Forex or foreign exchange market. Now, this is actually the largest market, generating over $6.6 trillion on a daily basis. And for those 5 days that that market is open, it's open for 24 hours. So if you're a night owl, you can be in the market at midnight. Early bird, you can be in at 4 or 5 a.m. If you're that person who is late, you can be in the market at noon. Doesn't matter. For those 5 days, it's 24 hours. It's global. So, the sun is always up somewhere. They talk about, for those who want to drink, they're like, oh, it's happy hour somewhere in the world. Well, it's trading hour somewhere in the world. You can say that when it comes to the foreign exchange market. And the cryptocurrency space, same thing, but this doesn't close at all. It's 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. This is the new kid on the block, and big things are about to happen where this market is concerned. Now, the different financial institutions, governments, hedge funds, etc., they take our money that we give to them for free, right? And they use that money and they apply compound interest, and they are making profits in these markets. And once they do that, they put your money back. So if you have your money in the bank, your $50, your $1,000, however much money, when you're ready for it, you're gonna get it. But they've made a pretty penny. And they may tell you thank you. You may see 15 cents, 20 cents, because sometimes they'll give you a little bit of interest, but the interest is laughable. And thinking of how much money they're making, it's really a slap in the face, right? But you may want to know what is this compound interest? How are they really using this to profit in a big way in the market? So let's take a look and see. I made a link, a live link. I'm so proud of me. Right? So this website is compounddaily.org, and I'm going to use the daily interest calculator to show you exactly how compound interest is going to work. So let's start with $100. That's a nice even number. And let's say we want to grow that by 8% every day using compound interest. And let's do that for 60 days. And for the 60 days, we're going to reinvest everything. We're not going to pull anything out because that's how compound interest works best, if you reinvest everything, right? So now I want some participation. So who is going to come off mic, come on mic and participate? Can I call on you, Khadija? You're the one with your camera on. So I'll call on you. $100. You want to grow that by 8% every day, and you want to grow that for 60 days. And for those 60 days, you're going to reinvest 100%. You're not going to pull anything out. How much money do you think you'll have at the end of the 60 days?
My bad, I was still muted. Okay, you said $100 and 8%.
Don't use a calculator, don't cheat.
Oh, I was trying.
No, just if you had to guess. And we know what $100 would do if you put it in a bank checking account. So how much would this be? 2 months.
Oh, in 2 months. I'm gonna go $100. I'm looking at the chat. My bad.
You're on mute. You're back on mute.
I was on mute. Yes, I was on mute. My bad. I'm sorry.
Okay.
8%. I'm not sure. I'm just gonna say 80, 70.
It will grow by $80 to $180.
Yeah.
Okay. And that's not a bad guess, because we know that if you had $100 in a savings account, in 10 years, you wouldn't even grow it by $80. So that's not a bad guess, right? But the reality is it would grow to over $10,000. That's what compound interest can do. Yes. Yes. And I said, wow, the first time I saw this too, right? So, but let's break it down so we can really understand how this happens. So 8% of $100 is $8. So on the first day, you just need to make $8 and then you're done. And I know that $8 does not seem like a lot of money. We're talking about investing. When we think investing, we think names like Warren Buffett, and he's not making no $8 a day. So why should I be investing and making $8 a day? But what I always tell people is, don't think about the dollar amount. Think about the percentage that you're able to earn, because you definitely would never be able to do 8% if you have that money in the bank, as I keep saying over and over and over, right? So at the end of the day, you have $108. Applying compounding, that means the next day, we're going to grow that money now by 8%, but it's going to be 8% of the principal from the day before. So now instead of 8% of $100, now it's going to be 8% of $108. So 8% of $108 is $8.64. Now that too seems like not that much money. It's 64 cents more, and that's not what you signed up for. But again, I say, think about the percentage that you're making and not the dollar amount, because you could not do this. There's no way you could grow your money by 8% by investing it in the bank, under the mattress would probably be better than putting it in the bank, because they're going to charge you for not having enough money. Poor people tax, right? But I'm not going to go day 1, day 2, day 3, day 4. I'm going to fast forward now. Let's look at day 30. And day 30, 8% is $74.54. Now, that will seem a lot more pleasing, and it only took a month to get there. 30 days from day 1, where you're just making $8, you can be making a little over $70. And a lot of people make somewhere around $70 for the day. A lot of people. Some people don't even make that much in a day. So now we're talking, right? So in 30 days, your principal will be $1,006. And 30 more days, 8% is $750.04. And that's how, day by day, you're going to do 8% of whatever you end the day with. The principal that you end the day with, you're going to grow the money 8% on that amount. And that's how compound interest works. That's how the different financial institutions use it for themselves, but that's how it's working against us. Because think about when you have your credit cards and you don't make more than just the minimum payments, you're just paying the interest. And a year from the day that you first have that card payment, you're paying interest on top of interest. And it's just a crazy cycle. It keeps you in debt forever. It keeps these financial institutions paid. So let's see how we can change things and not have that be our reality, our future, right? So that's compound interest. Does everybody understand what I went over, or do you want me to repeat something? Let me know. Everybody understands? Perfect. And I hope you guys love my slides. I didn't have time to put any graphics in, so I put some little emojis and stuff. I hope you appreciate how cute it is. Right? So we can use compound interest, the Shift app, and the Wall Street Titan apps as tools to tackle prop firm evaluations. So you're like, tackle prop firm evaluations. What is that? I'm not going to be breaking that down in detail. That's what Jessica is going to do, who is going to come up in a bit. What I'm going to do, though, is give you a peek into one of these prop firms and what the rules look like. And then she's going to take it away and tell you how she was able to use some apps from a platform that we are partnered with called B to go ahead and get herself not just a $10,000 account, but $100,000 account where she's able to leverage and trade and make profits without having had to put up 6 figures of her own. Because, one thing that is off-putting for people is not having enough money. So they think that, oh, if I don't have 6 figures, I can't trade. I only have $50, I can't trade. And while I just showed you on that compound calculator that, yeah, you can grow the money by a certain percentage, but if you don't have a lot of money, it's gonna start slow, because who wants to make $8 in a day trading, right? But if you have $100,000, you can make $8,000 in a day trading. And that is definitely more appealing. Still just 8%, but because you have access to a whole lot more money, you can do so much more. So let's go ahead and take a peek into the rules of one prop firm that we're aware of, and not affiliated with this firm. There are tons of different firms that you can research. You can choose whichever one you want. They all have their own rules. They all have their own fees, right? So on the programs here, I'm going to go to evaluation. And there are different size accounts that you can choose from. There's the 5,000 all the way up to $300,000 evaluation that you can do. And what this means is you can pay them a fee. You can prove to them that you know how to manage any one of these size accounts. Once you prove that you can handle it, they're actually going to give you people's money. People come to them with their money and hey, make us money. And they don't have enough people to do it, so they have to outsource. So they give these evaluations, and if you're able to prove yourself, you get the opportunity to be partnered with these firms, and they'll split the profits with you. So $50 to 10 bands is what I said. I should have said 300 bands. So here, for a $5,000 account, you can pay $49, which is refundable, right? For a $10,000 account, you can pay $84, which is refundable, all the way up to 300,000, where you'd pay $1,389. It's all refundable. So you pay the fee, and once you pass this evaluation, you would be refunded the money that you paid to do the evaluation, and then you'd be able to split profits going forward once you can abide by certain rules. So there are two phases for this My Forex Funds site. The first phase, you need to grow the account by 8%. The second phase, you need to grow the account by 5%. So I just looked at the compound calculator and I did 8%, right? But you have 30 days in which to grow the account 8% in phase one. So you can break that down and decide to grow the account by 1% a day or 2% a day. Just pace yourself, because the minimum trading days are 5 trading days, and then you have 30 days to pass phase one. Once you pass phase one, they're going to be like, okay, cool, do it again. So phase two, because they want to make sure that it wasn't just a fluke, that you actually know how to handle the money. So phase two, now you have to grow the account by 5%, but now you have 60 days instead to do it. So they double the time. Now I am going to come down here, right? So in any one day, the maximum you can draw down is just under 5%. Like if you draw down 5%, you're out. If overall you draw down 12%, you're out. So to be safe, I would say, hey, just if you draw down 3%, that should be it. So you should calculate and have your numbers before you get started, so you know how much you can stand to take a lesson in before you're done, right? So 5% you're out in a day, 12% you're out overall. The goal is 8% in 30 days, right? And then phase two, the goal is 5% in 60 days. Now you have to trade a minimum of 5 days. So if you grow that account by 8% and you've only done 3 days of trading, you have to do like a 0.01 lot size or something so you can, keep going till it's all done. And I said lot size, and some of you may be like, what? But that is something that can be explained to you if you decide to partner with us and join our trading community. So there are a whole list of rules, and I'm definitely not going to go over them right now. I'm just going to read um the most important one to most people. I mean, all the rules are important, but I know one question is, what's the point? What's the point of all this? So I'm going to talk about the profit split, because I'm not just doing it just to prove, oh yeah, I can trade. No, I'm in it to make money. So the most important question our traders have is, when do we get paid? You will receive your first payout 1 month after you place your first trade in the live account. So after you pass the 2 phases and you start trading in your live account, 30 days from then, you'll get paid. And then after that, you'll get paid bi-weekly. So you can get paid twice a month, just like on a 9 to 5, except it's not, right? So the first month, you're going to get paid out 75%. You'll also get back that fee, the refundable fee that you paid to get started. So you'll get that back one time, right? So that's the first payout. Then the second payout for the second month, you get paid out 80%. And this means, just so I can clarify, because you may be thinking, oh, they're going to keep 75% and give. No, we get that 75 the first month, and the second month, we get that 80%. So whatever profits you make, the bulk of it goes to us, and they keep the 20% the second month. The third month, it's 85% to us and 15% to the prop firm. And that's the maximum, 85%. Now, there are ways to bump up the size of your account if you're consistent and doing well managing the account. If you have a $20,000 account, you can bump it up to a higher value over time. And that's all the stuff you can read in your rules, right? But I am going to stop sharing my screen. I think you've heard enough from me, and I am going to turn things over to Miss Jessica Reyes, who has been such a wonderful partner. She is a servant leader. I did not realize that she would have been someone that I'd be doing a call with when I first met her. But I asked, and she graciously offered to help me out, and I'm so happy that you decided to do so. She's a mom of 3 girls, 2 of which are twins. The older one, she is a thespian. She was just on an off-Broadway play, and so she's mommy duty full time on the job as well, and she has still made time to take this trading on, and not she has done it like a real champion. She is someone now that we can look to, because she has had such phenomenal results using our apps to get trade ideas and grow her account past these evaluations. So Miss Jessica Reyes, if you're here, You can take it away and you can tell me how nice my slides look too. Thank you.
Thank you, Alethea. Wow, wow, wow. Everybody drop a fire emoji for Miss Alethea. She did her thing with her slides. Yes, yes, yes. You are always here to educate people on compound interest. Every time I'm on these calls, I always learn something more because I'm the type of person that I have to take notes and keep seeing the information over and over again for me to finally comprehend. But I am so glad to be working with Miss Alethea and with a lot of our business partners on who are on this call supporting us tonight. Thank you so much for coming out. And let's get ready to rumble. Let me see if I could start sharing my screen. Okay. Sorry, guys. Okay, here we go. All right, guys. Breaking news. I'm so dramatic sometimes. Anyways, the world is changing, guys. There's so many things that are going on in the world right now. Just recently, I just read an article right now from CNBC, and they said that at least I forgot the percentage. I always forget those little type of numbers, but they said a certain percentage of Americans right now are living paycheck to paycheck. And so this whole purpose of this whole Zoom meeting is really to educate you guys on how to pass a prop firm and how to get funded and how to earn an extra passive income, right? And also teach you about compounding interest. How can we stack up our bread at the end of the day? That's what we need to start doing. Our world is changing so quickly at a fast pace that things are turning into AIs and we're just working digitally right now. Look at us connected through the computer where we're able to bring you this lesson. Okay, so that's impactful. Okay, important disclaimer, I am not a financial advisor. I am just a financial guide. So I am just here to give you information. Again, this is my first time even being around this atmosphere, even sharing about what currency pairs and all that good stuff is, okay? Okay, so I just want to take this out the way. Okay, so why am I here tonight? So I'm here to help you win, right? I'm here to share some secrets of the rich and discuss how I was able to pass my prop firm and earn passive income. Okay, so question for you guys. Why are you here today? Really take a moment to think about it. Why? We're all searching to be financially stable or secure in our life, right? We want better life for ourselves or our kids, our sisters, our brothers, our cousins, our moms, our uncles, whoever, you name it, right? We want to save for a home. We want to save money. We want to have more money available to us in case of an emergency. We want to help close family members with debt. We want to travel more. Bottom line is we want to have more time, right? I know when I entered this industry, you know, I said yes, and I never looked back because I saw myself I saw a vision. I said I could definitely change my life and no longer have to trade my time by clocking into work and going into work and just sitting there and missing my kids' milestones, missing out on everything. So that's one of the reasons why I'm here. You really need to understand why you are here today too, okay? Who am I? Right? You may be like, who is this little this little person behind the screen talking to us. So just a little bit about myself. I grew up in a Caribbean household. My parents are immigrants from the Dominican Republic, and they came to the United States looking for better opportunities for their family. They were able to find it, right? At that time, they came in back in 1950s. You know, I grew up in a very religious household, so we spoke about God a lot. And I went to a Catholic school. And, you know, growing up, you would hear comments within the family like, oh my God, money is the root of all evil. And, you know all the comments that that some families say about the rich and having a load of money. So ultimately, you know, I grew up thinking that having money was evil and that the less you had, the better off you were. But fortunately, I came to a realization that that's not necessarily true. My mindset changed. I grew up, I had 3 children, like Mr. Lithia said. I found myself really trying to make ends meet. I was living paycheck to paycheck, and I kind of got tired of that. I realized that with that specific mindset, I was sabotaging my own path to wealth. Okay, sorry, mom and dad, and all my close family members, but we got to change. We got to do better. Eventually, I had an urge to know how the rich made their money. So today, guys, I'm here to share some insight and tell you that money is not the root of all evil. You just have to work smarter, not harder. And this is what this whole Zoom call is about today. Okay, so just a quick quote: financial freedom is available to those who learn about it and work for it. Okay, so I'm pretty sure you guys have wondered why the rich get richer and the poor get poorer. So the answer is really financial illiteracy, guys. A lot of us grew up, like I said, I grew up in a household. We did not talk about finances like this. This was not our conversation. We did not talk about investments. We talk about God. We spoke about going to school. We spoke about going, getting our college degree and having a good job. Granted, there's nothing wrong with that. But now that our world is changing, we're not living back in the days like, when that was big. Things are changing now. So fast facts. The stock market is one of the primary sources of income for the rich, right? Fun fact, many wealthy individuals invest in stocks and real estate as a way to generate passive income. According to one of the largest studies of millionaires ever conducted, millionaires did not build a net worth of $1 million or more through inheritance. Only 2% of millionaires said they came from an upper income family. It took hard work, discipline, and investing regularly to reach millionaire status. So this kind of debunks one of the myths that I grew up in, hearing, oh, you only get rich because you're either lucky or you inherited it. And that is not completely true. It takes work and discipline to get, to be able to be financially free. And one of those first steps is really looking at investments such as stocks and real estate. Eventually, these will lead you to being wealthy. So just quick numbers. 57% of Americans fail to pass the S&P Global FinLit survey on basic financial concepts. 14% have investments other than a basic savings account, and 86% will need to borrow funds or take out a loan in the event of a health and emergency. Those numbers are insane. I know if you're like me, I'm like, I was living in a time where I had to borrow funds, take out a loan, and I said, not anymore. Not no more. I'm tired. I want to learn how to invest, and I want to make my money work for me. Okay. The S&P, just a quick flag for anybody who wants to learn more. The S&P Global FinLit survey is a survey based on how much people know about financial concepts. It measures 4 fundamental concepts for decision making. One of the concepts was presented to you today by Mr. Lithia, and that one is compound interest. Okay, that's a big one. How do we grow our money at the end of the day? Okay, so another quick number: 78% of low-income American families are unable to put away money for retirement, healthcare, or even a basic emergency fund. Guys, that says a lot about our, where we are right now, where it's hard. It's hard. So this is why we're here. This is why I'm presenting to you this today. Okay, so let's get the ball rolling. How could you start investing? So I'm going to give you guys a quick scenario. So meet A-Rod. A-Rod, A-Rod is a college graduate. He works a full-time job and is having a hard time making ends meet, right? I've been in A-Rod's shoes. A-Rod wants to start investing, but doesn't know how or where to start. He knows he has no capital, large lump sum of money, and he believes investing is a lot of work. Halfway along his financial journey, A-Rod meets Jess. No, this is not a love story, I promise you. Okay, so who's Jess? Jess is me, guys. Jess is a full-time corporate worker, full-time mother, and wants more out of life. Jess, she works from home, has 3 children, and makes $40,000 annually with her 9-to-5 job, despite getting a bachelor's degree from her college, right? Her family said, go to school, go to college, get a good job, but this job is not helping me meet my ends, right? Just like any other female mother, I want to take better care of my family. So what do? I begin researching, learning, and earning via the B platform, which will be presented to you more in depth later on after this call. So I actually started 9 months ago and finally was able to be funded twice. One 10K account and one 100K account. I am not a pro, by the way. That is a big disclaimer. I came into this not knowing anything about money, how to grow it, compound interest. I did not know any of that. I did not know you can invest in stocks or even go into the market and be a retail trader. Okay, that was like, what is this? So I wanted to learn more. Okay, so you may be wondering, help, tell me how. So A-Rod asks Jess for her help. And he asks her, how did she find the time and the capital to invest? So right away, A-Rod thinks that, you have to have this large lump sum of money to invest. But no, A-Rod, you actually don't have to have that. Jess explains to A-Rod that she learned investing does not have to be difficult, guys. Don't get intimidated by it. And that you could truly start with just $50 to $100. And I'm going to say that again, read it on the screen. You could actually start investing with just $50 to $100. However, since Jess has several financial obligations, she looked into investing with prop firms. A-Rod asks, what is a prop firm? Okay, so a prop firm. What Miss Alethea just went over right now was a prop firm, right? A prop firm is a financial firm willing to fund you a large capital as long as you show them you are a profitable trader. Okay, you may be asking, I don't even know how to trade. How could I even get this account funded? You have to pass their challenge and get funded at least up to 200K account. You could leverage this account and earn additional passive income. 80 to 20 profit splits. I'm sorry if you hear my kids in the background. 80 to 20 profit splits. Whatever the profit a trader earns on the capital given, they will receive 80% of it. Okay. Give me 1 second. I have to run to mommy duties. I'm so sorry, guys. Give me 1 second.
Give it up for Miss Jessica Reyes. She's doing an awesome job breaking all of this down. Prior to a few months ago, I didn't even know that prop firms existed and exactly how it really worked. So, I'm just thankful for having this info, and here you are. Thank you. I turned it
Yes. Thank you, Alethea. Thank you. My kids decided to want to stay up today. I tried everything to put them to sleep. But okay, so 80 to 20 profit splits. Whatever the profit a trader earns on the capital, I'm so sorry for my grammatical errors, given they will receive 80% of it, okay? Disclaimer, real quick. Prop firms are not affiliated with our company, the company that we will be explaining when several of my business partners will be breaking down to you. Prop firms are a completely separate entity from our company. It is just a way of making passive income, okay? So what are the mechanisms of getting a prop firm? Research. That's the number one thing you have to do is research the prop firm you want to invest in. There are different prop firms such as FTMO, My Forex Funds, which is what Miss Alethea showed you, and the Funded Trader. Okay, these are the best prop firms that I researched, and they have good reputable reputation. Make sure they are reputable and have a good profit split. 2, know their policies and procedures. Okay, it's important to know what they expect of you, how much percentage, just like what Miss Alethea was saying. What's your daily loss for the day? What's your maximum loss for the day? You have to know this going into when you're trying to get these prop firms funded, because I am going to tell you the truth, it is not easy. So you have to kind of know their policies and procedures before ahead of time, okay? Step 2, have your investing money ready. One-time investment to participate in the challenge, okay? Just like with what Miss Alethea was showing, realize that this is an investment and it takes money to start making money, okay, guys? That was one big thing that I did not know. You know, I was ignorant to that matter. So it really does take money to start making money. Fun fact, once you pass your challenge, you will get your investment in return, and they will refund you your initial investment when you first sign up for the account. Okay, that's usually, you'll get what you invested in to pay for your account. You'll get it after you have passed your challenges, received your funded account, and are up to the part where they are giving you a profit split, okay? And just like Miss Alethea said, that takes at least a month for your profit split to start coming in, okay? Number 3, step 3, choose your prop firm, okay? Choose wisely, okay? At this point, you need to know which prop firm you're gonna go with. Have your money ready and just get ready to rumble, okay? Step 4, not so fast. Getting funded your account takes for you to pass 2 phases of the challenge. And just like what Alethea was saying, phase 1 and phase 2, you have I'm going to give you a quick example. You have a 10K account. Bribe prop firms rules, you have to bring up this account by 10%. Which for a 10K account, you're bringing up that account by $1,000. Okay, guys. That is phase 1. Okay, phase 2. Now they want to see if you could pass the second phase, and you have to pass that account by at least 5%, and that's only $500. Okay, if you do have a 10K account and you are trading under FTMO, you cannot lose more than 500 within the day. Once you lose 500, that's it, your account is over, and you will have to start all over again. So make sure that you are reading these prop firm rules and you know what you're getting yourself into and how much you're supposed to bring it by percentage. Okay, guys? And now you know the mechanisms of a prop firm. You're on your way to earning passive income. Okay, talk about awesome. So now, how do you pass this challenge, Jessica? Show me the tips. So step 1, guys, I highly recommend, if you are interested in making this investment and you know nothing about trading, don't know where to start, I highly recommend for you guys to stick around for the meeting after this one. We will definitely be breaking down how to participate into this prop firm and pretty much, you know, what I utilize to help me pass this, okay? So one of the things that, you know, I utilized were the apps, right? And within these apps, which will be explained later more on, I had to take trading signals, right? Before I took trading signals, I'm going to give this big advice before you want to do this challenge. Open a demo account and learn how to take the signals if this is your first time, okay? It is as simple as copy and paste. That's how simple it is just to go into these markets right now with these apps. Step 2, get on the Wow Academy platform. I know most of you guys are new. You have no idea what the Wow Academy platform is. After this call, again, I feel like I'm repeating myself, but stick around so you can know what this is. This is just a platform where you're interacting and you're joining experts who are reading these charts every single day, and they're providing you trading signals. And these trading signals, they go straight into our apps. Once they go straight into our apps, we get a notification like, anybody's sending us a text, but this is a money text, okay? And, you're really learning about trading, and you're learning your trading styles in these wild academies. And this is one of the things that has helped me pass my challenges, was really plugging into the wild academy. I cannot stress that enough. For me, I had to choose at least 3 educators that I wanted to learn from, and 3 of those, if you're part of this platform, you know who Nate is, the gold trader. You know who Gus is. Gus is always trading every type of currency pairs. And also Miss Ty Pips, okay? These are my go-to traders that I go to for advice and trading signals and how to enter this market, okay? Quick tip, Gus gives out trading signals when he is on the live that he does not give out on the apps, okay? So that is one little secret that I is mine. I go onto his live and he's like sending, go into GBP JPY right now, and once he sends this out, you go into the market and you're in profit, okay? Step 3, choose at least 2 to 3 currency pairs that you want to trade and see are almost always profitable. So step 2 was choose your three educators, right? Your experts. Step 3 is now choose at least 3 currency pairs that you want to trade. These apps be apping, guys. I cannot stress how much. Like, just recently, I'm going to share real quick. I think it was December 13th. GBP and JPY was like sending out Christmas money. I don't know what was going on, but it was hitting. And this is why I stress GBP JPY is one of my top favorite currency pairs to trade. Look out for those. Anything really with JPY at the end is really gonna, like, in my experience, it hits take profit, okay? If it doesn't hit all the take profit, it at least hits one take profit. I rarely see it go down the other. I rarely see it hit stop loss, to be honest with you. Gold is very volatile, but it pays well, guys. When you're investing in gold, when you're trading in gold in the prop firms or whatever live account you have, watch out for gold. Gold is volatile, but it pays very, very well. And then the last one for me is US 30. That's the indices, and that one also pays really good. Okay. Step 4, time management. Make sure you put aside time to do a quick trade when you are in challenge mode. So this is a big one for me, because before I was just going into these trades like, oh my God, the trade just came out, I'm just gonna go in real quick. No, and then I had to wash clothes and do this and do that. No, I decided that early in the mornings for me, before my children wake up and start, giving me a ride for the day, I open up my computer, I log on, I see if Gus is on or whatever time he's gonna come on, or I look at my phone and I see if any apps signals were sent out. If they were, I'll go into the market carefully, because the markets are very volatile. And then I'll just do my thing. When I'm taking my trades, it gives me time to tap into the signals, okay? So set aside some time for you. Whatever time works for you. Early in the morning works for me. In the nighttime, it does not work for me very well. And I've also experienced that early in the morning, the earlier they send out trades, the more it's going to hit take profit, okay? This is the market is not opening up, but it's, I don't know, for some reason I have to research that a little bit more, but it flows more, like you see more activity in around that time, okay? And when I say around that time, I'm saying like 6 o'clock in the morning for 5 o'clock in the morning, okay? So step 5, mindset. When you put in your trade for the very first time in your demo account, you will see your trading be in motion, okay? Meaning you could enter the trade right away and see a profit of at least $300, guys. Guys, I am gonna be completely transparent with you. I am working my 9 to 5. I'm doing this challenge and I'm seeing $300 within a minute or 2 or 5 minutes. I'm just like, this is unbelievable. I became kind of what you say, desperate and greedy. So I want to just share this little insight with you guys. Cautious, be careful, okay? I want to say, do not be greedy. The market is not your friend, okay? It will turn on you real quick. Close your trade out if you want to be in profit. So one tip that really helps me is, if I go into a trade, I do not let it hit take profit. I will close that trade. Once it's in profit, I will close it out real quick. And that's where what Miss Alethea was saying, compound interest starts to work its magic, okay? It doesn't matter if you close out your trade for $10 or $20 or $5. Compound interest, the more you close out trade in profit, the more compounding you are allowing your account to grow into, okay? So tip, do not let your trades hit take profit, okay? Continue. Attitude about the market and yourself. This is just more about mindset. Have a positive attitude, guys. When you are trading, whether it's for demo, live account, or prop firm account, you have to have a positive attitude. Don't go into the day, you shouldn't wake up like this anyways. You should start your day really setting the day like in a good motion. But we're human beings, and we go through things. And if you see yourself having a bad day, or today is not the day for you, I suggest staying out these markets, because it starts turning into revenge trading if you lost a certain amount of money, and it's just like a whirlwind of negativity, and you don't want that to happen with your account. I've experienced it after I passed my 10K account, and I lost it because that's why I stressed the whole thing with time management. I lost it because I walked away from that trade, and then I wasn't paying attention to it, and it hit the maximum daily loss that it was supposed to hit for that day. So I just want to say, go into the markets with time management. You're ready, and pick a day where out of the week where you're going to do this, and you're going to trade, and you're going to focus on it, okay? Because it's an investment. You want to see a rate of return with your investment, okay? So continues, our beliefs about ourselves are critical elements of trading psychology. This is from an article. One personal characteristic that almost all winning traders share is that of self-confidence, okay? Another thing that I want to share is self-confidence. Before, it's not that I didn't have the self-confidence. I didn't have the belief system at that point. I had to see it for myself. And this is why I tell you guys, open up a demo account. When you're going into these demo accounts with the trading signals, that helps you build up the belief system. It also helps you get familiarized with the trades and how you're trading, and who do you want to take trades from, and what works for you, okay? That builds up your self-confidence, and that builds up your self-belief, where you're able to go ahead and be like, all right, I want to open up 100K account like me, and just do it, okay? I'm gonna go in here, and because I feel confident, and I feel like my belief system is up the charts right now. I could do this. You have to tell yourself that. Winning traders possess a firm basic belief in their ability to be winning traders, okay? A belief that is not seriously shaken by a few or even several losing trades, okay? If you lost a trade, it's okay. Do not think about it as a loss. It is definitely a lesson learned. So keep that in mind, okay? This is just continued key characteristic of a winning trader. They are all comfortable with taking risk, okay? The only reason why I was able to pass a 10K account at first, because I was willing to take that risk, even though I did not know everything about investing or trading or taking currencies. It just goes to show you that I was willing to take that risk, but I needed to take a few steps back and kind of assess what it is how I needed to keep my funded account. Because right after the same day, literally, guys, I lost my account because I did not follow the directions. I lost more than I was supposed to. I wasn't disciplined, and I didn't have my time management, okay? Traders are capable of quickly adjusting to changing market conditions. They are disciplined in their trading and can view the market objectively. They don't give in to being excessively excited about winning trades. Remember, guys, what I told you? I got excited when I saw $300 in like 5 minutes. I'm like, yes, this is it. And then, and then the market completely went the other way. So, guys, discipline is everything that I just discussed right here. This will help you just pass your prop firm account, okay? And one last thing, make money work for you, guys. It does not sleep, it does not get tired or go on vacation. It is a 24/7 thing, except for Saturday and Sunday. I'm so sorry. This market, this industry is just 24/7, guys, and we have to learn how to take advantage of that. We cannot let fear govern us, because we are stuck to our traditional ways and how our parents told us how to do things. And if, with all honesty and with all love for my parents, mom and dad, I will not be managing a 100K account right now if I would have still been like, I'm gonna stick to my 9 to 5 job and give it all I got. I've been there, done that. I reached the glass ceiling. I was financially, I could not go anywhere with my 9 to 5. Financially, I'm able to go somewhere here. Okay, so definitely stick around for the next meeting. It will break down everything and how you guys could get your feet wet into investing. If you are like me, were like me several months ago, had no clue about investing, but this is where it took me. Okay, and this is where I'm at right now. This is my testimony. So thank you for your time, and please stick around so you can know more. And guys, don't be afraid of change. Change is happening constantly, every single day. We don't want to be left behind. Okay, so that concludes my prop firm call for tonight.
Thank you so much. And we're going to get straight into the other call, but I just need to say goodbye to everyone out there in YouTube. This is a private call. If you want to come to one of our calls that we have, you just go ahead and message me. My email is there, my links